was once respected. They hunted me down, calling me witch, throwing me off the bridge. As you send out your poison spray, it strikes her dead on in the face. She just takes a deep breath and seems to be enjoying it. This is the most Fate Spheres I've ever seen used in an episode so far. Greetings and welcome to Crucible of Fate, episode 6. I'm David Carter. I'm your host and killer DM for this evening. I'm super excited to be here. We've got a great cast of players for you. They're bringing some excellent characters, and we have some pretty interesting and deadly rooms set up for them. I want to thank all of my new patrons. I can't thank you enough. However, this is kind of the best I can do. You guys are showing me incredible support, and I really appreciate it. So, Christian Lloyd Coles, Keir Blank, General Blood, aka James, episode 4. Oh, and Keir was Samoza in episode 2. Along with Wade Damey, who was Rolo from episode 2. And Doriam Kuto, who's going to be in an upcoming episode. Thank you so much for your support, guys. I really, really appreciate it. If you want to become a contestant on Crucible of Fate, you can check out the website, crucibleoffate.com. There will be a link down in the video description below. There you'll also find a link to the Crucible of Fate Discord server, which I encourage all of you to join. It's a fantastic community. It's growing every day. On that server, we talk about all things D&D, Crucible of Fate. We run some PvP games. We're going to have some one-shots and kind of mini adventure D&D games coming in the future. And it's just filled with warm and welcoming people who are all big fans of Dungeons and Dragons. So please do follow that link and join the server. So that's it from me, guys. We are now gonna switch so that you can meet our players for today. First, in the top left, we have Eric.
Hi, I'm Eric. I'm based in Orlando. Been playing D&D with some old friends for a really long time. Really looking forward to it. It's the first time I'm playing with a different DM, pretty much somebody I didn't know. So it should be interesting.
Cool, Eric. Well, welcome, and I hope you have fun today. And hey, the feeling's mutual, man. Every episode I'm playing with 6 brand new players, and I guess part of our little adventure is just getting to know how each other plays. So I'm looking forward to having some fun with you here tonight. Next up is Brad.
Hey guys, fairly new to D&D, only started a handful of years ago. And right away when I started, I told my group I was playing with that, is there a way to play this competitively, just all out free-for-all style? And the answer I always got was no. This is not how it's played. And so when I saw David and what he was doing here, I had to jump on. This was, I've been following since before episode 1 even. Been great following progression coming through, so I'm really excited.
Thanks so much, Brad, and thanks for being a patron and for all of your support pretty much since the beginning of this. I really appreciate it, and it's good to finally get you in the show. Okay, Todd.
Oh, I'm Todd. I'm from Tennessee, and my group's been playing together for about 36 years now. We range from 5 of us there to 9 of us there every other week, like clockwork.
That is fantastic, man. I have my own game group I've been playing with for a while, but certainly not that long. I hope that we do get to play for 30 plus years. That's amazing. Welcome to the table, and looking forward to seeing what your experience brings to the game. Chad.
Thank you.
Hey, my name's Chad. I go by Gacytron on the internet. Feel free to follow that Twitch and that Twitter. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons since I was like 5 years old. My first campaign was ran by my dad in kindergarten. He taught me to read with the player's handbook. So yeah, I work a boring day job and then I come home and I play video games on the internet. So very excited to do this.
Awesome. Thanks, Chad. I am envious of your story. I hope that Ronan, my son, becomes a fan of D&D. I always joke that he's probably going to grow up being waterboarded by the stuff, so hopefully he learns to play. But
yeah, you surround him and he doesn't have a choice.
Cool. All right. I like that. Next up is Kelly.
Hi, I'm Kelly. I have not been playing D&D for very long. My first session was probably a year ago. And I haven't played many in between, but I have been learning and enjoying every moment of it. So I am super excited to be playing with people that have been playing as long as some of you have, because I feel like I'm going to learn a lot.
Cool. Well, we're certainly happy to have you here, Kelly, and you've been super active on Discord, so really appreciate that, and I hope you enjoy the game.
Thank you.
Okay, last but not least, we have Charles.
Hey everyone, how you doing? Dave, thanks for the invite and for taking the time to put all this on. This is pretty amazing. I've been a D&D player for on and off 37 years or so. I've had a lot of good campaigns. I've been a DM and a player. The one thing for D&D that has always been really prevalent to me is that you are a group of good heroes out there defeating evil. So when I saw your campaign, it doesn't exactly fit that scenario, but I promise you I'm going to do my best to still stick to what I think D&D is about in your world, and it'll be fun and interesting.
Excellent. No, I'm glad to hear that, Charles, and I think your experience is probably not all that different to most people's, including me. I mean, in my homebrew games, I let people play evil characters, but we tend to all be good for the most part and just getting on with the story. But I wanted to bring something new to the community and allow people to let their inner evil out, should that be the thing they want to do. So I hope you guys are ready for this. Just remember, trust no one. And once you're in the game zone, protect yourselves at all times. It's kind of like a boxing match, you know, never let your guard down. All right, well, with our introductions complete, we're gonna take a quick little pause here and let the trailer play. When we come back, we'll be in character starting the game, so we'll see you guys in a few minutes.
It's time. Bring them. Offer them riches, offer them glory. I don't care. Just bring me their souls.
As you wish, Master.
Yes. You think you have what it takes? Every roll can mean life or death. 120 contestants. Who will survive? Who will win? It could be you. This is high stakes D&D.
As you begin to emerge from the depths and darkness of your unconscious selves, a slight blue light begins to illuminate the area around you once again. You can now see the other contestants of Crucible of Fate in a large circle. Many more spots are now empty, however, as this is the 6th time you've been awoken. You all can't help but to wonder, is this going to be my time to step into the Crucible? Or do I have to wait with bated breath until the next day? You hear the soft footsteps of the man you know now as Dregs begin to step into the center of the blue light. He turns in a slow circle, seemingly looking at each of you one at a time. As he does so, you see a bandolier of black daggers running across his chest. You see a reflection of a bit of light off of what appear to be metal bracers along his wrists and forearms. Kind of matches the light reflecting off of his hideous metal mask. As he pulls a scroll from within his cloak, begins to unfurl it, you begin to feel the presence of the many eyes, these eyes of truth, innumerable as they now cast their gaze upon you. Kind of steps forward and clears his throat. To those who get summoned today, I wish you the best of luck. Trust your senses, trust yourselves, but do not trust one another. And maybe you'll make it out of here alive. Anorak, Arlen Finesmith, Dorm Blademaker, Medivh, Windwalker, and Glenda Schnippelschnaut. You are the contestants on Crucible of Fate for this round. And as your names are called out, you begin to descend down the last foot of space that you were being held in stasis just above the surface of the stone floor. As you drop down now, you begin to shake out your limbs as you regain control of your bodies and your faculties. As you look up at Dregs, he kind of turns his back and begins to walk out of the circle, just motioning for all of you to follow with a bit of a wave. As he does so, the contestant circle seems to just fade back into the shadows beyond and are replaced by the light of several torches that now replace the illumination of this previously unseen blue light, and a bit of orangish yellow flame flickers off of the stone walls and the dark wood accents of the Fate's Hand Tavern. As the tavern takes shape around you, you now become much more aware of the eyes of truth seemingly burrowing into your souls. It becomes immediately apparent to you that you can hide nothing from them, and having witnessed what has gone on in the previous episodes, you know that nothing that you do tonight will be hidden from the remainder of the contestants. Emerging from the shadows, you see the now familiar form of Theramgul, the host of the Crucible of Fate, once again wearing his fine clothing, dark blue with black trim, elegantly dressed and finely groomed. His angular features once again show a wide smile, and as he becomes visible to you, he extends his hands out. Welcome, my friends. It is so very nice to meet all of you here. I look forward to the adventures that you will share tonight, and perhaps the bonds that will grow between some of you, those that survive, of course. But much more than that, I am a bit giddy this evening with excitement at the thought of how quick and potentially painful your deaths may be. The last episode, had rave reviews, and everyone was quite pleased, so I would ask, do not disappoint me or the eyes of truth. The bar has been set pretty high. So, it is time to get to know each and every one of you. It is time to meet our contestants for this evening. First, I will call upon Glenda. You have the honor of being the first contestant to introduce yourself. You have 2 minutes.
So Glinda is a very small, even for a gnome. She almost looks sickly on how thin she is, but she's adorned with all sorts of things. She has a lyre on one hip, a pan flute on another, 2 short swords on either side, and hand crossbows on her back. Her clothes look tattered and worn, and she kind of keeps her head down, but when asked to introduce herself, she just kind of looks up very slowly and beams, grinning at everybody, and goes, "Hi, my name's Glenda. I'm super happy to meet you all, and this should be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what happens."
I love your enthusiasm. That's fantastic. Everyone's usually so glum at this point in the show. I really like your enthusiasm. I wish you the best of luck, Glenda.
Thanks, I will definitely need it.
Windwalker.
I'm Windwalker. I'm a Goliath, for everybody who wants to, visualize. 8 foot tall, 320 pounds. I'm from the Sword Mountains, and the last conscious moment I had, I was in Phandalin, opening a supposedly trap-free chest, and I found myself here.
You never can be too certain with these chests and magical items, huh, Windwalker?
That's correct.
Well, I'm glad that my chest finally paid off and that you are here. Anorak.
Anorak is a 6.5 foot elf. He is adorned with a jet black robe, and all you can see are the whites of his eyes as he stares around. He's looking for something, or possibly someone. His arms are covered in just ornate black scribes of tattoos, and you see on his back what appear to be two long spears. But as he's turning and looking around for something or someone, you can tell that one of them is very ornately carved and it is adorned and topped with a black onyx spear. He doesn't say much to anyone as he walks by. He's just looking. He does linger, and his gaze does appear over at Theramghoul. Doesn't say anything yet, but he is not happy that he's not found something or someone yet.
Anorak, I can't help but notice. Is there someone or something I can help you with? You seem quite distracted. I don't want you going into the games with other things on your mind.
Where is he? Where is he? You said he would be here. The only reason I'm even here is because you told me he was here. I'm here for my revenge. That's nothing else. Where is Rexidian?
Rexidian. He seems to have attracted a lot of attention over the years. I guess you are here on a quest of vengeance, perhaps.
His death is the only reason I'm still standing. He will die by my hand, and my hand alone.
Well, that is a bold claim indeed, considering the predicament you are in currently. I'm certainly not one to disappoint, Anorak. Rexidian is here. Perhaps his number will be called tonight, but I guess that is up to fate and you all. But don't worry, he's around, and he is certainly watching.
As soon as you say that he's around, Anorak steps up, throws his hood back, takes 3 steps towards you, and just the wisp of a lightning spark of energy starts to dissipate into his hands as he balls them up into fists.
Whoa.
Steps back.
Easy, Anorak. You cannot harm anyone here in the Fate's Hand Tavern. I thought for a moment there you were offering me violence.
Not towards you.
In due time, Anorak, but we are being a bit rude here. There are others we have not met. Arlen.
Tharamgul, I'm so glad to finally meet you that we could talk. I'm flattered, really, that you have seen such great potential in me to bring me into your domain here. And the opportunity to play in front of such a large audience it does make me a little giddy. But I'm more trouble than I'm worth. If you would just have your colleagues release my daughter's soul, you could send me back home and it would save you a whole lot of heartache.
Well, I'm glad that you are appreciative of being here in this ever-growing audience. Hopefully that trend continues. My heart goes out to you for the soul of your daughter being down here. But you see, there is a way that things work. It is not simply up to me to release her soul. And after all, aren't you the one responsible for her soul being here in the first place?
I was afraid you were going to say that, but yes, I am. And then let the games begin, and you can reconsider later when you see the trouble I caused.
Well, time will tell, Arlen, but I would like you to take comfort in the fact that these eyes here that you see behind me, and as you look, you see, despite the fact that they are just glowing dots at this point, the more you focus on them, you realize that they are familiar to you, and that they shift slowly between anger and blame to more of a pleading hope. Yes, I love this shift. She doesn't know whether she loves you or hates you for the situation you have put her in. I can assure you, though, that she's being well taken care of in the orphanage down here. She's in good hands. Trust me. Best of luck to you freeing her, Arlen. Medivh, I think it's time the people meet you.
Medivh is a tiefling that is about 5'6". She has pale red skin that almost looks like it's glowing. Her skin is matched with deep red hair, but contrasts against just pitch black eyes. She has grooved horns that protrude from her forehead and curve back into the roots of her hair. She wears loose leather boots that are scorched and very large, with a hooded cape that covers the rest of her. In one hand, she holds a wooden shield that has markings that resemble the metallic tattoos that are actually etched into her horns. In the other hand, she carries a quarterstaff, gripping it so tightly that her knuckles are white. She generally keeps her eyes averted from most people, but for a moment, she snaps her head towards Glenda and says, "What is wrong with you?" And then she looks at Tharamgul and says, "Why am I here? What is this?"
Well, the reason you are here is not always known by me. You see, I have people that are responsible for collecting the contestants, but it seems you must have done something to someone that they are not very happy with.
Is my father behind this?
I don't like to place blame or put anyone on the spot, but yes.
She just kind of lowers her eyes again, her grip tightening around her quarterstaff.
Oh, so much family dynamics and drama here tonight. This is adding an extra layer of enjoyment for me. Here we have a father who could die horribly in front of the eyes of his own daughter, and a daughter that could die horribly in the eyes of the father. I cannot wait to see what happens. Thank you for bringing your familial issues down here into the abyss for everyone to enjoy. Dorm Blademaker.
So Dorm is about a 6 foot tall human. He's wearing a splint mail. He carrying a shield. It looks interesting. There's wires and other pieces attached to his armor and shield that normally wouldn't be there. At his side is a about a 3 foot tall metallic and wooden hound that glows. His eyes glow with a bluish light, and he seems to look at everyone intently, standing between them and his master. Dorm has a smile on his face, and he's looking around intently. Says, "Grum, this is the most elaborate illusion that you have ever shown me yet. I am so impressed by Master." He's approaching and he's looking around. He looks at all of the other contestants. "Destiny has brought us together, my friends. We have come here at my master's behest in this grand illusion to fight evil and crush these evil demonic creatures. I'm so impressed, Dorn. This is the best illusion you have ever created yet. Great betrayal and secrets, killing 4 turtles, secret meetings. Oh, it's so elaborate. I'm impressed." He approaches Tharamgul and he's poking at him. "It seems so real. How have you done this, Grum? I am so impressed by you. We will see how it all plays out as we crush this evil illusion. Destiny's brought us together, my friends. This will be a challenge we will crush. We're all going to be great friends together. It's going to be grand, meeting in a great inn and making new adventures together. I can't wait."
Wow, I think you guys have your hands full with this one. He seems a bit delusional, no? But your enthusiasm is encouraged, and you are most welcome here. Welcome.
Thank you, evil illusion.
Well, I, for one, would encourage you to start believing in some of these illusions, Dorm. You may find they are much more real than you think.
That's what all the illusions say before they get crushed before a divine group of 6 adventurers.
All right. Okay. Moving on. Now that we have met all of you and the eyes of truth have gotten to know you a little bit better, I would like to give you the chance to interact with one another, suss each other out, get a feel for one another before you go into mortal combat. So, with that said, I will leave you for 5 minutes to discuss amongst yourselves. Please do not be in a rush to be the voice that is heard. We will spend extra time to hear from all of you if necessary, but the next 5 minutes is yours.
Hey, Theron, real quick, I'm so sorry. This is a tavern. How do I get a drink?
You're not the first person to ask. As I've mentioned before, we like to keep the tavern dry, so that as your thirst increases from the many difficult situations you find yourself in, and you want this drink more and more, it's just a little bit of extra spice for me to deny that to you. So you will find no alcohol in here.
Oh, so not only do I have to die, I have to die sober. Great.
5 minutes, people.
Well, this is exciting.
Enric pulls his staff off of his back, starts twirling it. Almost in a meditative state, just one-handed twirling the staff as he, still looking around. He's gotten an answer that he wants, but now he's trying to find what he's...
Do any of you have any special skills we should know about that would help us in this coming possible combat?
Medivh is just
Absolutely.
pacing around. Their
I
hands are
absolutely,
here.
my friend.
I am no powerhouse myself, but I will make you better at what you do.
Okay.
I will defend anyone that decides that we all are on the same team. It's pretty obvious to me that he's the issue, and I point to Theramgul. Theramgul is the issue, not each other. No matter what happens here, I think we can all get through this together as a team, and I will defend anyone that has those same ideals.
Have you not been paying attention?
Common enemy.
Only 3 of us will survive. We can't all leave this place.
Well,
That's true, but as we've seen in other episodes, other games, some of them never even came to, player versus player blows. There were times where multiple people died in one of his games.
I think that someone's done a great job of showing us what they want to see. Doesn't all seem real to me, but I think that if we all work together, we'll see what happens.
Enric has a soft spot for pets. He conjures a mage hand that floats over and starts petting the animatronic dog that is next to.
He reacts. Bolts loves attention. This is my friend Bolts. Bolts has been with me for quite a while, and he will also defend you just as I will. We are all friends here.
You will bring this pet with you into the arena?
Wouldn't be any other way.
Such devotion.
We're here to help each other. As I said, Theramgul seems to be the issue here. If he's even real, I just don't see it. I see us as lifelong friends. And this is just the beginning of another grand adventure. A party of 6 adventurers that will go out and crush evil in one way or another.
I like your spunk. You just make my day.
We're gonna all make each other's day. Barkeep, give me a tall glass of milk and a dirty glass for Glenda. I think she needs it.
Oh gosh, I do. Man.
He does serve milk. Let me guess, it's It's demon's milk. Maybe that'll still get us drunk.
Dregs, can you put that on the list? We should get some demon's milk in here.
How does one milk a demon?
That's what I would like
That's
to
what
know.
I was curious about too. But
I would think very carefully.
It's straight from the Hellhound tap. It's gonna be good stuff.
I may just have to take your word on that one. I'm not sure if I'm willing to try it, but teach their own.
Shots of demon's milk all around.
I sense that there is nothing overly important that you wish to discuss with one another at this time. Am I safe?
Let's get on with it.
Okay. I like that enthusiasm, Windwalker. As you are all well aware at this point, now is when we shall choose the game that you will play. So, since you are impatient, Windwalker, Eric, I will ask you to roll a d20, please.
Okay.
Keeping in mind that even is hunter and hunted, and odd is escape the room.
To everyone or just you? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Even, 16.
I have to say, I was truly hoping if it's going to be even. Let's call it fate, shall we? Hunter and hunted it is. So now, Anorak, perhaps we will see with your roll of a d20 if you will be facing against your nemesis or not.
An 8.
An 8. I love to disappoint you, Anorak. Today is not your day for vengeance, for you will be facing something entirely different today. I hope that you survive long enough to meet the one that destroyed your village, killed many of those that you know. Today is not that day, unfortunately. So, before we get on with Hunter and Hunted, it's time for you all to do your intermission actions. And before we move into your individual choices, I will remind you about the items that are in the gift shop. I will also say, this is the last time that some of these items will be available. I'm getting the sense from the lack of purchases of some of the lower tiers that maybe you do not think they are quite as useful. But I will tell you, every item that is on this list in my gift shop can be quite an aid to you in your times of need. But of course, there is always the chance that the consequence will outweigh the usefulness, but not always. So, I leave it to you. First, in Tier 1, a flat iron metal rod about 18 inches long, appearing to have a button at one end. Second, a potion vial. I'm going to stop doing this in Thurmgul's voice because it's just me telling you about the gift shop. So there is a potion of transparent liquid with a crescent-shaped sliver of stone within it. In Tier 2, another potion with clear liquid. Floating at the top of its container, leaving empty space at the bottom. Within this clear liquid, however, are some cloudy white impurities that seem to drift randomly within. Second, another potion, this one filled with yellow fluid, streaked with black, as both colors seem to swirl on their own. And in Tier 3, there still remains a long black blade, a great sword with wisps of shadow continuously emanating from the blade and then drifting into nothingness, fading away after several inches. The hilt looks to be dark wings of some sort of creature with a black jewel at the bottom. And the second item in Tier 3, a mote of energy that, as you glance upon it, takes the form of various types of armor. As you think about what type of armor might be useful to you, the mote takes that shape. That is the review of the items in the gift shop. I would now ask each of you to roll initiative using either your perception skill, your intelligence ability, or just your regular dexterity-based initiative, please. Okay, so I'm gonna kick you guys back out to the waiting room, and yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Welcome, Medivh. You are first to pick your intermission action, so tell me, what would you like to do with your time here?
I want to summon my wildfire spirit.
Very well. You may do so, of course. Is that the only spell or ability that you would like to use?
Yeah, I think that's it. I'm good.
What does your wildfire spirit look like?
He is a small fox, and I just call him KD.
KD?
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Medivh. You have your majestic companion with you. What a cute little bugger he is, too. Will that be all for your intermission action, Medivh?
Yes, that's all I need.
Keep your wits about you. I don't trust anyone in your episode tonight. They all seem a little sketchy to me, don't they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we're all gonna die.
Well, only half of you are. Well, take comfort in that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for. Hey, that was easy. I will see you soon, and once again, good luck. Welcome, Arlen. It is your turn to do your intermission action. What would you like to do?
I believe I would like to parley with Medivh.
With Medivh? Very well. And I will summon her here for you. Greetings, Medivh. You have been summoned into a parley circle by Arlen. Do you wish to accept and converse with him, or reject the invitation?
I'll accept the invitation.
Very well, then you have 5 minutes. The time is yours.
So, Medivh, I think you and I can be of mutual benefits to each other. My inspirations can enhance your spellcasting and help you keep concentration. I've also got healing and a little bit of crowd control. But I think the two of us can work together well. If you agree to this, one of the first spells I will cast out of the gate will be an aid spell to enhance our maximum hit points. I will also get one other member of the party, and I was thinking Eric for that. Or I was thinking Windwalker for that.
I agree. Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
All right. So I will aid you in whatever way I can. Let's make it through this one.
Yeah, let's get to the final 3.
All right.
Wow, you guys are so quick and decisive. I love it. Is that all of the time that you need, or do you have anything left to discuss?
You got any other questions, Medivh?
No, I do have some spells that I think can aid us as well, both with healing and with damage. So if you are looking to be more of the healer, I can focus on the damage. So just let me know how you want me to play.
So let me explain how my inspiration works. If I give you inspiration, you get a die 6. You can use that to enhance an attack roll,
Okay.
a saving throw, an ability check, or if you cast a damaging spell or a healing spell, you can roll that 6-sided and add that to either one of those.
Okay.
You guys have such a strange way of speaking. You refer to yourselves in this bizarre, disassociated way that I'm finding very confusing. You seem to be in touch with some other plane and knowledge that I am not aware of. It seems a bit metaphysical to me. That being said, I do not wish to interfere in your character-to-character relations.
See you on the field, Medivh.
I'll see you there.
Okay, then I will put you guys back into the waiting room and carry on. Greetings, Windwalker. You are a large individual. It is your turn for your intermission action. Tell me, what are you interested in doing before engaging in combat in Hunter and Hunted?
There's nothing that I'm interested in doing at this point.
I don't believe I've ever heard this before. There's no action that you wish to take.
No, there's no alcohol in the tavern, and it's not a long enough time to take a nap, so no.
Well, I admire your confidence in yourself. In that case, I wish you good luck in the battle to come, and I hope to see you return to the Fate's Hand Tavern.
Thank you.
Greetings, Glenda. It's nice to see you once again.
What's up there, man?
I've never been called that before. Not that bad. Well, it is your turn for your intermission action. Do you know what you would like to do?
I would love to parlay.
A wise move. Who would you like me to summon here for you?
I think I would like to summon Medivh.
Medivh. Very well. Please, wait one moment. Greetings, Medivh. You have been summoned into a parley circle by Glenda Schnippelschnaut. What's so funny?
I can't get a good read on this one.
Well, you have an option. Do you accept Glenda's invitation to parley, or do you reject it?
You know, out of morbid curiosity, I'm gonna accept it.
That seemed minorly insulting. But, nevertheless, you have 5 minutes to discuss whatever it is you would like to. The time is yours.
Medivh, I'm so happy you accepted. I was a little worried that first impressions weren't going to be great. But let me get one thing straight here. At the end of the day, this is a game, and I need them to underestimate me. They can't know what I'm actually made of. And I'm afraid that everyone else out there is bigger than we are. And if we don't stick together, they could see us as weak and incompetent and take us out themselves.
Linda, I've got to tell you, I respect this. And I did not see this coming.
That was my goal. I'll be honest with you, Medivh. My abilities attack the mind. I'm not great at combat. I can shoot a bow, I can use these swords, but it's my backup. And that alone isn't going to get me very far without somebody to smack them down. But I can't let them know that. So I'm going to have to hold back in this round. This round was what I was afraid of. I need somebody that can help protect me and make sure we can get out of the hunter and hunted round.
Medivh kind of whistles, and her little fire fox circles around her legs, and she just pats him on the head and she says, "This is KD. Stay within 5 feet of us, and I will protect you as much as I can."
Perfect. I want to let you know that as right before the final round, the split the party, I plan on pulling somebody else into parlay with an attempt to make them fearful of us before we even get into that room, just to help give us any advantage that we can. So don't be alarmed if I'm parlaying with somebody before that final round. It is simply to get into their head early and get us the advantage before we even get into that room.
And do you know who that is?
Well, that depends on who survives. But we got paired with lots of big people. So hopefully some of these heavy hitters can get out of the way, and there's only one to deal with.
Okay. Okay.
Great. Sounds good. Pinky promise.
Pinky promise.
That's such a sweet custom. It's very nice to see. You have only used 2.5 minutes. Have you finished your discussions, or would you like to continue?
Unless Medivh has anything else to say, I think we're good.
I think we're good.
Very well. I will place you back into the tavern. It shouldn't be long now. The vengeful one now graces me with his presence. Tell me, Anorak, what would you like to do with your intermission action?
I'm going to seek anything that's going to help my cause. So the gift shop is where I need to be.
Excellent. If you would please follow me this way. He just kind of motions for you to follow as he turns around and begins drifting slightly away. And around you, the scenery shifts now to that of a storefront, and you see 3 glass cases, each containing a tier worth of equipment. So, I have explained what is available to you today. What are you interested in?
Is there anything missing?
There is not.
Interesting. My fellow contestants don't know what they're missing, obviously. Can you describe me the potion in the first tier again?
I would be happy to. If I could find my notes on my body here. I have found them. So the potion in tier 1, a transparent liquid with a sliver of stone in it shaped like a crescent moon.
Very interesting. Crescent moon. That reminds me of my gods. The gods that I've followed ever since I've made it to the Rumborn Mountains.
Perhaps
my master.
Perhaps it is a sign.
I do believe. But before I make my final selection, I need to know, can I have 2?
You could clean me out if you would like. Just know that there will be consequences, literally.
Consequences I can deal with. Death, I cannot.
Well, for the tier 1, you must only roll 1 time on the wheel of consequence. Surely it can't be that bad.
Do I reach them, or do I have? Are you giving them to me?
Are you committing to buying something?
I am committing to buying something.
Then, by all means. And he motions his hand forward, and the glass kind of dissolves, leaving the object for you to grab.
My mage hand that's been following me since the tavern follows through, reaches out, grabs the vial, and it comes back to my person.
So, the question here is, would you like the effects of this to only last for this evening, or would you like them to be permanent, along with the consequence?
The consequence, the item, I do believe it will remain with me for my duration of my stay here with you, Therapool.
So, permanent benefit for permanent consequence. That is the deal?
That's the deal.
Then, Brad, please roll me a d20.
A 10.
A 10. We've never had this one before. So, you lose 10% of your max and current hit points permanently.
I'm a wizard. Who cares? If I get hit once, I'm down anyway. Hit points. 10%. I lose 2.1 hit points. I can deal with it, my friend.
Yeah, it's not so bad, huh? It almost makes you want to purchase something else.
And as you say that, my mage hand reaches up into tier 2, grasping at the glass that is holding the clear vial with the floating liquid at it. He has been watching this vial for 6 days now, and it's the mage hand. If it could break the glass, it would to get to this vial.
Something caught your interest, Anorak?
I do believe you know what it is. I must have it.
Just to clarify, this is also going to be permanent, or just for this evening?
Why only go part way? Its benefit, I will use it forever.
Go big or go home, they say. Right? I guess in this case, it's go big and possibly go home?
Or don't go big and go home anyway.
Okay. So the glass disappears for you once again, and you are able to grab the second vial. Are you drinking them both now, too?
I potentially. We haven't been told what they are yet, but I will potentially be drinking them both.
All right. So the first one that you already got your consequences for is a potion of stone giant strength.
Do I know the benefits of that?
Yeah, and hold on a sec here. I think with the potions, I made a mistake. With the potions, you can't do it permanently because having permanent stone giant strength is would be a lot more than one consequence. So it would just be for the whole episode tonight. And
Okay, because I'm assuming that potion probably has a 1 hour duration or 10-minute duration or something typically.
Yeah. But you could choose to have it last. That's what we'll do. You can choose to have it last the entire episode, and then the consequence lasts the whole episode, and then the consequence fades. Yeah. Okay.
And yes.
All right. And the second one, this was the clear liquid floating at the top. Yes?
Yes.
Very well. This is a potion of flying.
I knew it. So, D20s must be rolled.
2 of them, in fact.
Number 1. How fitting. 11.
11. You lose 1 spell slot from your highest level of spell.
Fate Sphere.
Very well. Reroll. Good call.
No bueno. 14.
Okay. Just gonna mark off. Oh, here it is. Lose 2 strength.
I am already weak. What is 2 more strength?
But with the potion of Stone Giant, I think that adds 3, does it? Or no, it sets your strength at a certain amount. Yeah. So that's interesting. Yeah, no, I think in order of like execution here, so let's just look up Stone Giant strength. I think it's what, 23?
Yeah, 23 for 1 hour.
Okay, so it would drop down to 21 in this case.
How do I change that? I guess I don't really need to make a change.
Yeah, you can play around with it after. Very well. Can you roll a second die, please, Anorak?
-17.
-2 int.
Fate Sphere. 14 again.
Lose 2 strength.
Oh, I can stack that.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect then.
Yeah. So you're at 19.
Yep.
Well,
19th strength. I lose 10% of my hit points.
anything else? You seem to be shopping in bulk today, Anorak. Anything else catch your eye?
There's one more potion. Armor does me no good. Sword does me no good.
Would you like to buy this potion?
Describe it to me one more time.
This vial contains yellow fluid, streaked with black, and the two colors seem to swirl together on their own, incessantly.
I'm intrigued. But I best not. I've already used 2 fate spheres. So I think I'm satisfied with my purchase. Getting rave reviews.
Very well. Then that concludes your shopping and your intermission action. So, Dorm, what would you like to do for your single intermission action before Hunter and Hunted?
So many things to see. It's such a grand illusion. Maybe I'd like to look at this shop of yours.
Interesting. If you would please follow me. And
I'm following.
He turns his back and starts moving away from you a couple of paces. As he does so, the area kind of fades and shifts.
Erangul has a tail? Such a grand illusion.
That is not canon. And before you, a storefront materializes out of the shadows, and you can see the 3 glass display cases in front of you. However, you immediately notice that in Tier 1, the potion is gone, and in Tier 2, the potion containing the clear liquid that was floating at the top of its container is gone. There have been a couple here before you. Some purchases have been made. Is there anything that interests you, Dorm?
Hey, take a moment and look over all of these grand items.
Take your time.
That blade is huge, but do you smell that?
What?
It reeks of evil. I couldn't touch such a thing. I have nothing to do with such evil things.
I've never noticed the smell before. Strange.
Such a grand illusion. No, I poke at the case. I think you have a rod with a button. That one doesn't look quite so evil.
No, I'd say it's more mechanical than anything. Kind of up your alley.
Well, let's give it a shot.
I like that attitude.
I have a great attitude. Thank you for noticing.
Very positive and optimistic, if not a little bit disconnected from reality, perhaps.
That's what most illusions seem to think.
So, before we complete this transaction, tell me, would you like this object just for the festivities of this episode, or would you like to keep it forever?
Let's just do it forever. If it's just temporarily anyways.
That's very deep, but I like your commitment. So, the item is yours, and you now gain an immovable rod, and I need you to roll a d20, please. A 10. You lose 10% of max and current hit points, rounding down.
Would that be something that restoration could cure later on?
You could certainly try.
10%, that will be 4. We don't know. That's just a random thing. And what did the item do again?
It's an immovable rod.
What does that do? I don't know.
So an immovable rod is actually pretty awesome. It's one of my favorite items. So you can, I believe it's as an action, you can click the button on the end, and the rod becomes immovable in space. So it takes a force of, I believe it's like 5,000 pounds to move it. and absolutely nothing with less power behind it than that can move it. It can, in theory, be moved by an extremely high strength check, but I think the DC is something like 30 or 25.
So it's an anchor behind a door or an anchor for a rope or something like that.
In my experience, there is a lot of uses for an immovable.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to do a fate sphere and we're going to re-roll that effect. Hit points are important to me.
Very wise.
Cross that off. And I will give you a new roll. A 20. I'm using up all my good rolls.
A 20, in this case,
maybe not.
Wins you a -4 to all initiative rolls this evening.
And that's against something I don't know if I can get rid of or not. Don't know.
I'm sure there's always a way to get rid of everything, given time and resources.
We will keep that, -4.
Very well. Have you concluded your shopping for the time being?
Absolutely, my evil illusion. I'm gonna go meet my future friends and make some eternal bonds that will last through this adventure.
Again, I appreciate your optimism. I would hate for anything to happen that would crush that.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for our life.
Okay, hang out there. I'm going to bring everybody back in. Well, that was an interesting round of intermission actions, and now that all of your business has been concluded, it is time to move on with the first game, Hunter and Hunted. Just as a reminder, you're free to attack and kill any of your fellow contestants now to get it out of the way and avoid any potential trouble later. However, that is not a game-ending situation, for one of you must fall to the creature or its lair in order for the game to end. A reminder that at some point in this competition here tonight, that at least one of you will kill one of the others. So I just like to keep reminding people of that in case you forget and start thinking that this is a cooperative game where as long as everybody bands together that you're going to somehow come out of this alive, because you're not. Okay? Great. So, without any more hesitation, if you will please follow me into the gated gallery. And he once again turns around and motions for all of you to follow as the shadows and scenery around you begin to shift once more. And now you find yourselves approaching, or having it approach you, this large archway of two massive doors about 20 feet tall that appear to be extremely solid, made of wood. As he approaches, they open inwards, and you can now see in front of you a large room with a very high ceiling that kind of disappears into darkness for most of you, at least. You see the 3 rows of rectangular, kind of like monolithic stone shapes, some of them lit up. And he walks over towards the Hunter and Hunted column. And as you've witnessed by the episodes that you've watched, the light begins to shift as your gate, the one that you will be traveling through, makes its way to the front of the column. And he stands there with a smile on his face, looking expectantly at all of you, and just motions for the gate. If there's anything quick that you would like to do before entering, now is the time to do it. And of course, I don't mean any abilities or spells, just a simple manipulation of what you're going to have in your hands upon entering.
Windwalker pulls his warhammer and a hand axe from his belt.
Windwalker, after drawing your warhammer and hand axe, do you step in through the portal?
Yes.
Well, that is leadership. Certainly courage there. Who's next?
Glinda's gonna pull the two hand crossbows off of her back, one in each hand. And I think she's gonna do a quick little giggle as she skips behind him through the portal.
Who's next?
You see Anorak now has a rope just kind of tied around one shoulder, kind of across his chest now for some unapparent reason. Who knows where that came from? And as he walks through the portal, you see him toss two empty vials, and they just clatter to the ground, glass shattering everywhere. And for those of you who can hear, you hear just the whips of some musical notes that happen to emanate as he passes through the portal.
Next.
Medivh still has her quarterstaff and her shield in her hands. She kind of takes a deep breath, shakes her head, and then walks through the portal.
Very well. Gentlemen.
And Arlen will draw his rapier and step through the portal.
Dorm.
Danger and glory, my friends. He's got his hand axe and shield and bolts by his side as they step through the portal.
Okay. As you all step through the portal, you feel hands grasping at you in the darkness. Many pairs of hands, hundreds in fact it seems, as you feel them clawing at your arms, your legs, your chest, your back. You're just getting pulled through the darkness forward. As light begins to emerge on the other end, it's very dim, and you notice that the smell of sulfur and rotting wood and the slow decay of vegetation is quite apparent to you. The air becomes foul, heavy, and seems to burn your lungs as you inhale. As the environment takes shape around you, you find yourselves in what appears to be a very dimly lit bog. The ground beneath you is ankle-deep water over a muddy, soft ground that seems to suck your feet in place, threatening to pull you deeper should you stay still for too long. Rocky cliff faces, so these two rock walls on both sides of the map, aren't just rock walls, they are cliff faces that extend upwards hundreds of meters into the air. The stars barely visible, with a thin, hazy fog that slowly drifts above and around you. A long, thin, rectangular shape blocks out the stars above as it spans from one cliff face overhead across the sky and disappearing as the other cliff face blocks your view. So hundreds of meters, hundreds of feet above your head is this span that goes across the two cliff faces. Looking around you and providing a bit of additional light periodically, you see flames spouting occasionally, bursting up from the ground a couple of feet high, which fail to ignite the dead, rotted, fallen trees you can now see all around you, festooned with lichen, fungi, and mold. Broken barrels, old sacks, wooden boxes, and pieces of a broken wagon litter this space, along with various other discarded refuse, debris, and detritus, unwanted and abandoned, presumably cast down from the great bridge above. In a pool of water in the center of the area, a wagon wheel within the muddy bog shifts side to side and begins to rise out of the ground, lifted slowly as a humanoid dark shape begins to take form. Rising out of the muck, a skeletal figure covered with fungi and bark-like lichen stands on 2 feet, a wagon wheel fastened securely to its back. You can see vines within its chest cavity, and these vines exude like viscid and like poisonous black fluid. Its face covered in long, black, matted, stringy hair. It brings a skeletal finger up to its lips as a hissing voice is heard.
Shh, the forest is sleeping. It is not yet time to awaken. Come, you should sleep too.
As it begins to move towards you, and that's where we will begin combat. So, this figure looks like this. Grab the mini. Alright.
Well, that looks scary.
And that mini was painted by a good friend of mine. He's an excellent painter. His Instagram account is going to be down in the video description. I encourage all of you to check out his Instagram. He's actually away in Las Vegas right now competing in a painting competition, actually.
Wow.
Okay, so it is locked in place. First up is Medivh.
Okay. I am going to use Scorching Ray and aim it towards the monster in the middle.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack rolls, please. 16. It's 16. It goes sailing past over the shoulder of this creature. It does not make contact as it strikes the wall, cliff face behind, just over Arlen's head.
Okay. And can I use a bonus action? Okay. Yeah. And can I use a bonus action to ready KD for fiery teleportation?
So with Scorching Ray, you actually get 3 beams, so you get to roll 2 more times.
Oh yeah, that's right.
13. This one misses as well. And your final beam, a 23. This one hits in her shoulder, and you could see her kind of get pushed back with the impact. If you could roll your damage, please.
Nice.
11 fire damage. Okay, and your bonus action?
I want to ready KD to use fiery teleportation as his. Like, I want that to be a reaction for, or a ready for him.
Okay, so you're using your bonus action to make it ready to use its fiery teleportation. What is the trigger for the fiery teleportation?
If the monster, what are we calling this? Do we know?
I don't know.
The skeleton. If the skeleton creature tries to attack me.
Sounds good. All right. And that is it for Medivh. Right, at initiative count 20, a lair action is initiated. You see her turn, and I'm going to roll a die to see who is affected by this.
Got it.
No whammies.
A 1. So that would be Anorak.
Anorak does not want to be the center of attention this early on, so Fate Sphere.
Right, Anorak will use a Fate Sphere, and I will re-roll. This time it is a 6. Windwalker.
Fate Sphere.
Right. Fate Sphere used.
You don't even know what it does yet.
This is the risk, right?
But it can be good.
So you're not going to run up and tickle me.
Glenda.
No, that's a Fate Sphere. Yeah.
I love it.
Sorry. Eventually someone will just take it, but it's not going to be me.
Okay, I will re-roll. A 2. Arlen.
Bring it on. Hit me.
It is coming towards Arlen. So she turns towards you
What's a she?
and begins muttering some sort of language underneath her breath that you do not understand. And underneath your feet, mushrooms that you had not noticed before just as spores are launched into the air. So Arlen, I need you to please give me a Constitution saving throw.
Mushrooms are tasty, my friend.
A 5. That is not enough. And as you don't perceive these puffs of spores entering into the area, in anticipation of the combat to come, you breathe heavily and the spores enter into your body and you are now poisoned.
Poison.
Place this, which are some nice condition rings given to me by our very own Glenn, who's going to be in an upcoming episode. He very generously sent a whole bunch of condition rings. So that is the lair action complete. It is now Windwalker's turn.
All right. Knowing that from experience that skeletal beings are not easily impacted by edged weapons, can I, as a free action, stow my hand axe?
Yep.
Okay. And then I am going to move to engage with it. And my move rate's 30, so I should be able to move close enough. And then I plan on swinging my warhammer with 2 hands.
Nice, nice.
And bonus action, gonna rage.
Very well. So attack action and bonus action rage.
Yep. And let me know when you're ready for me to roll my attack.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
That is a 19.
A 19. As you take a mighty swing towards her, she just kind of like crouches down and turns her back, and you strike the wagon wheel with full force as your attack does not hit with a 19.
Wow. Okay.
What?
Yeah, so that's movement, bonus action, and action, so that's it for me this round.
Right, next up is Arlen. I'm going to put these little green gems This is the cloud of spores that was emitted during the lair action. And Arlen, it is your turn.
All right. I am going to move diagonally on the opposite side of the pool from Windwalker.
Mm-hmm.
How far would you like to move? All the way.
Is that cloud rough terrain or anything?
The one here behind you? No, it's not.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. I've got 25 of movement.
Yeah, that's 15.
Am I done there?
That's 15.
That's 15. Go ahead and move me 10 more up where I'm straight across from Windwalker.
Okay. I'll put you guys there and I'll...
Not into the pool.
Okay.
Beside the pool.
Okay.
And then I am going to cast with a second level spell slot, an aid, and I'm going to get Medivh and Windwalker. You gain 5. Your maximum hit points go up by 5, and you get 5 extra hit points.
So 5 temporary hit points? Thank you.
They're not temporary. Your maximum has just gone up.
Okay.
So you can still, if you got a way to get temporary, you can still get temporary on top.
Okay.
Hey, Dave, I'm pulling something out of the oven real quick, so I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
And next hit point modifier.
Okay. While...
And then as my bonus action, I would like to give inspiration to Medivh. I say, dig deep, you've got more in you.
All right, Medivh, you receive Bardic Inspiration. All right, Dorm, you are up, my friend.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Okay, I am going to... Where am I at?
That is you right there with the 2 blades and the shield on your back.
Did anybody else hit her besides the initial firebolt?
Not yet.
No.
Okay.
I rolled a 19 and it looked like it didn't do anything or missed, whatever.
No, that's not good.
Yeah, so then the 19.
In my initial perception, can I tell what this creature is? Should I use Arcane, or what do you want me to use? If whatever.
Give me I'd say intelligence check.
Okay.
15. Clearly you can see that it is undead and seems to have mastery of some sort of control of the natural elements around it. So some sort of undead druid, perhaps? But you're unable to remember exactly what this creature is.
Well, Grom, this is a masterful illusion that we will crush. So I'm gonna rush forward. Axe and shield in hand. I will go ahead and place me next to go and then go up so I don't quite enter the goop.
Okay, so to here.
And one more.
Alright, beside Arlen.
And how far away am I there?
Around 10 feet.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my axe at him. I will do an attack. If I can find my actions. All right. And it clearly misses.
Yeah, you whip your axe through the air. It sails wide and clatters to the ground by the cliff opposite you.
And the axe immediately returns to my hand. One of my cool features of being who I am.
Very cool.
So the axe immediately returns to my hand. and then I will have the bolts immediately rushes forward, and he will go his full movement to go on the opposite side of, who is that on the other side there?
This here's Windwalker.
He will go on the other side of Windwalker, and I'm yelling, "Forward, heroes! Let's crush this evil!" And he's gonna go on the opposite side,
Okay.
so he can get advantage on his attack.
Okay, what's his max movement?
40.
Yep, he makes it there. 2 flanks successfully.
And he will do an attack also. So that my bonus action will be for him to attack at hopefully advantage against this undead evil druid.
Okay, go for it.
All right. I created an attack for him. My first attack is a 19. I will roll for the second one. So he got a 24 to hit.
24 does hit.
All right, and it's actually going to be a D8 plus 2, not 5, because it wouldn't create it the way I wanted to, so 4 points of force damage.
All right, 4 points of force damage it is.
And Bolts roars as he grabs on you.
Okay, and then I see you rolled again. Does he get 2 attacks?
Well, I'm sorry?
Oh, I saw a second Bolt's attack. Does he get 2?
No, that I rolled 2 dice for his advantage.
Okay, I see. All right, I got you.
And then I'll clear it all out. And you'll always see it. It says D8 plus 5, but it's D8 plus 2, and I couldn't make D&D do what I wanted it to do.
Okay. Next up is the creature.
That's not good.
And you see the vines within its body and around its arms start whipping around and flailing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did Bolts have any actions left or any movement left? I couldn't see from where I'm at.
I think that used up his full 40 to get in position.
Okay, cool.
All right, so this first set of attacks is coming towards Anorak.
Anorak, again, does not want to be the center of attention at this moment. So, Fate Sphere.
Fate Sphere used. I will re-roll. This time it is Windwalker.
Okay.
All right. So the creature reaches out to grab onto you, and you can see this like black viscous liquid all over its hand. A 10 to hit on a natural 1.
Now, where is Anorak at? I'm sorry to interrupt because I have a reaction.
Where is Anorak?
Yes, sir.
Anorak is way back here.
And is the creature attacking him?
No.
Is that what he's doing?
No. Not
okay.
Anorak. He's attacking Windwalker.
Bolts is going to use a reaction to cause that attack to be at disadvantage.
Okay. Sounds good.
I got you, Anorak.
It's not attacking Anorak, attacking Windwalker.
When he's attacking, well, I'm protecting you as best I can.
Okay, so at disadvantage, that first attack misses, and
yes,
Bolt's reaction is burned.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Thank you.
Second attack coming at Windwalker. This one is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
And this would be 21 poison damage.
I'm going to use Stone's Endurance to negate 1d12 plus 1 of that.
Okay, go ahead and give me your roll, please.
Rolled a 5, so that's 6 points of that. So it means 15 points of damage?
15, yeah, poison damage. Right, those were the first 2 attacks of the creature's 4. So I'm just going to select another target for the second 2. This time it is a 1, as you guys can see. So Anorak, it's back at you.
Oh, good lord. I haven't got to take my first turn yet.
Okay, so continuing on with the attack.
Nope, Fate Sphere.
Fate Sphere, alright. Burning another Fate Sphere. Four. Glenda.
No.
Alright, Fate Sphere used, I assume.
Yes.
The emphatic no.
Yes.
Medivh.
I will allow it and use KD's reaction to move us. I'm sorry, where am I at?
So you are
I'm behind the wall.
Here, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
With you being the target, the creature will turn and will step away from Windwalker. And then we'll step here.
Oh, is Windwalker not there?
Yep. Nope. He's there. Okay. And then to here.
Okay.
All right. Actually, sorry.
And so...
Stop. Yeah, this does trigger your readied action.
Okay, perfect. And would you say that's not within...
When he stepped away from bolts, I'm also gonna do a... never mind.
Yeah,
I did a
your
reaction
reaction
already.
is gone, bolts.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And just to be sure, that's not within 5 feet of me, correct? Or 5 feet of my of KD?
No. It stopped short. And you can see that the tentacles are quite long and they're starting to whip around, preparing to strike.
Okay, perfect. And KD's reaction is going to take us. Can you move us across from, like, as far as we can go straight ahead, basically?
Okay. And your teleport is 15 feet?
15 feet.
Okay.
Ooh.
Anywhere in particular you would like KD to end up?
Yeah, I'd like KD between me and the skeleton creature.
Okay. So its third attack misses due to your teleportation. It does have one attack left. And I'm going to get it to do a perception check to see if it sees. So 21. It does hear you and see you reappear. So it will turn for its final attack. And that is a 24 to hit.
That does hit.
Or I can't see the damage because the dice are blocking it. Come on, D&D Beyond. 16 necrotic damage to Medivh.
Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and use... Wait, do I have... Never mind, I can't use that. Okay. So then I will just take the hit.
Alright, so that was 16 necrotic damage. That is the end of the creature's turn. It is now Anorak's turn.
Anorak seeing everyone else get to play except for him. Finally, I am straight ahead. Okay. Is there any room over behind all of that muck and mire? Is there space behind all of that?
Here?
Yeah, I mean, is there any open space that can be traversed?
Yep.
Or gotten to? Or...
Yeah, any of this stuff here in the center can be traversed. It's difficult terrain, though.
Got it. Okay, so as we entered into the portal, everyone heard that wispy musical elements that came off. Well, that was Anorak singing the Blade song as now on his turn, the bonus action, he sings that blade song. Giving himself an extra 10 feet of movement speed, as well as I can add my Dex modifier to my AC.
Okay, sounds good. Bonus action blade song.
And then as my movement, I am going to fly 40 feet over top of that muck and inside some of those crevices somewhere. I can't exactly see where to end up, but
okay. All right, so 40 feet, and you want to get some elevation?
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn these around a little bit, and if you're happy with you being here and flying, put you right there. How does that sound or look?
Perfect. Well, I wasn't actually intending to be up off of the
ground.
So sorry, no, I was not. Yeah, I was not intending to be up at this point.
Yep, no problem at all.
I just wanted to fly over the rough terrain so I could get fully 40 feet in there. Is any type of searching or perception, is that an action if I would to search for something? Or would that be...
Is there anything in specific that you're looking for?
I'm just searching this area for anything that may have been discarded that some adventurers may find.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check. A 17. So, searching through the muck, you do find like some broken boxes and sacks that have kind of been worn with age. You don't find anything useful within this body of water around you.
Gotcha. And then was that my turn, or do I still have an action?
That'd be your action, yeah.
That. Yeah.
Okay, next up is Glenda.
So Glenda has seen warriors try to hit this thing and not succeed super well. So I'm going to try to vicious mockery. I'm going to tell her, your hair looks really pretty, but I bet it was prettier once before.
Nice one. Okay, vicious mockery. So
the wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom?
Yes.
Emotional damage.
A 22.
Well, it succeeds anyway, so that's fine. Dear God, the stats on this thing. I'm going to take...
That was awesome.
I'm just going to take my movement and go 25 feet diagonally away from it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Works for me.
Happy with that? Okay.
I am, and then I think that's it because I didn't take an attack action. So yeah.
Right. Sounds good. That is the end of round 1. Okay, top of the turn is for Medivh.
Okay. I am going to, let's see, how close am I?
Pretty darn close.
All right, so we are going to use, I'm 10 feet, right?
You are, yeah. And KD is 5.
We're going to use poison spray at Skeleton Lady. Ugh.
So that was your damage, yeah, but if you can go ahead and do the attack roll.
I think he just does a
save.
I'm sorry, I was trying to click on it. Yes, you do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. So, a 13.
Doesn't hit.
What's your save? Spell save?
12.
12, okay. You see the creature as you send out your poison spray It strikes her dead on in the face, and she just takes a deep breath and seems to be enjoying it and visibly unaffected by the poison spray.
As my bonus action, I am going to have KD teleport us in the opposite direction. So as far as we can get away from her towards that center fog.
Okay, so 15 feet away from her?
Yes.
In this direction?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then she has to do a dexterity saving throw.
All right. What she will do... A fail.
Yes. So then she takes 1d6 damage.
1d6 fire.
I don't think it says. Hold on.
We are not doing much.
Yes, fire damage.
Okay. 2 fire damage. All right. Anything else for Medivh?
No, that is going to be the end of our turn.
Okay, and with that, it's now time for a lair action.
Oh no.
Once again, roll to see who will be affected by this. And it's coming to number 5, which is Medivh.
I'm going to use a fate spare.
Sphere is used. Re-rolling. 1. Anorak.
Every time. Every time.
She thinks you're cute.
She must. She must.
It's kind of sexy. Yep.
All right. Let's see what this lair action has.
Right. She turns towards you, Anorak, and in that strange voice that you all heard before, she begins casting. Around you, from the ground, she says, "Rise, forest, come to my aid." And you see vines and all sorts of like plant that's all decayed erupt around you. And I need you to make a strength saving throw, please. And using you as the center point for this, actually, it's a 20-foot radius. So it also includes Glenda. So both Glenda and Anorak, a strength saving throw, please.
It's my best.
19 is enough, Anorak. You are not restrained by the vines. However, Glenda, you are now restrained. I'm just gonna grab a marker. That is the end of the lair action. Windwalker, you're up. Just give me 1 second. All right, Windwalker.
Could you rotate the map for me just a little bit?
For sure.
That's good. I want to move towards Arlen, even if it's pull them up. My movement rate is 30.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, and
Okay.
with 25, you're beside him.
Okay. I guess for my action, I have a jar of Keaton's ointment, which cures poisoning. I actually have 2 jars. It says it has 1d4 plus 1, but I didn't roll to see how many doses are in it.
Go ahead and roll.
Looks like 2. And I'm going to hand him that jar.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move 5 feet away from the wee beastie.
Okay, so you hand him the jar, like free object interaction?
Yeah, if I can.
Yep.
I said I was going to move 5 feet away, but I'm thinking about that now because I haven't taken an attack yet.
Correct.
And if I were to move 5 feet, I moved, you said 25 or 20?
That was 25, just to there.
I only have 5 more feet of movement. I'm still raging, but I haven't attacked, so if I go to the end of this round, that'll end. I'm going to let the rage end because rage doesn't help against poisoning. So I am going to take the 5-foot step away from the monster.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
You're right there beside Bolts.
That's good.
Okay.
I have something up my sleeve, but I can't do it while I'm raging, so.
Arlen, it is your turn.
Okay. Do I get another saving throw for this poison?
No, you don't. No.
Okay.
No,
So-
let me take that.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my action to apply the Kios.
Okay.
You have 2 doses there.
Okay, you apply the ointment, and
then for my bonus action...
No, it also heals 2d8 plus 2 hit points.
All I had was the condition. I never took any damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give Windwalker inspiration. You got this. Take a die 6 of inspiration.
A die 6? What's that?
Whenever you make a die 20 roll, you can roll a die 6 and add to it.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you.
And then I'm going to move as far away as I can from that critter.
very well. 25 feet of movement?
Yes.
And you want to go back this way?
Yes.
5 puts you right back against the cliff face there. All right, Dorm.
All right, let's see where I'm at. Can you point to my character for me real quick?
You're right here, and Bolts is right here.
Gotcha, Bolts is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will. I'm going to go ahead and throw an axe from where I'm at now. I'm going to attack, and I'm like, "Keep at it, heroes! We will destroy these evil illusions!" And I throw my axe.
Okay, give us an attack roll. So that's 25 feet distance.
You know what? I'm going to move up one, so I'm at 20.
Okay.
So that way I'm not at disadvantage.
Gotcha.
I thought I was at 20. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. I was just stating the distance for no apparent reason, not trying to help anyone.
No. I mean, distance is important, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
17.
17. You whip your axe, and it looks like it is center of line, and with astonishing speed, she just turns sideways, and it misses.
Curse you, undead witch bitch. Can I say that? Do we have to edit that?
No.
Okay, good. You curse you, witch bitch. And I'm gonna back up around the side of the pool, and we'll go. Just bring me around the other side so I have some distance between me and her.
Okay, sure.
And I still have my full movement, so 1, 2,
15,
3,
20,
maybe one more and we're good.
25 to here.
Yeah, and go back at an angle one. How's that? So I'm not just straight across from her. There you go. How far am I away from her now?
You guess about 40 feet-ish.
All right, and then we'll some bolts right in at her.
Okay, Bolts is moving in.
Bolts is
5, 10,
charging and growling and making loud, metallic, angry beast noises as he jumps at her and tries to bite her.
Go for it.
19 to hit.
19. He goes to bite. Once again, she turns to the side, presenting the wagon wheel as his teeth clamp around the thick, strong wood.
Okay. That is the end of my turn.
At the end of your turn, she will use a legendary action in response to the term witch. She says,
I was once respected until they hunted me down, calling me witch, strapping this monstrosity to my back and throwing me off the bridge.
As she will lash out at you.
At me? Okay.
Using this legendary action to attack. Using...
If she's attacking me, then Bolts will use his reaction to make it a disadvantage.
Okay, very well. So 15 to hit off the bat. At disadvantage, it stays 15.
The 15 misses.
Very well. Okay, so the tentacle goes shooting out, whips past you, not causing any damage. And that's one legendary action used.
Aha! Evil witch!
It is now her turn.
I mean that in the best possible way. Seem like maybe you're a good witch with like a pair of good shoes. You just want to tap your feet and go home. I understand.
Okay.
Totally get it.
It is round 1, so I will roll randomly, as this is the rules of the game.
Actually, round 2.
Arlen. The attacks would be coming at you.
I'll go ahead and use a Fate Sphere.
Fate Sphere used. Re-rolling. It's now a 6 to Windwalker.
Fate Sphere.
Fate Sphere used. A 1. Anorak.
Another 1.
Deep in the trees. And just to keep this in mind, guys, because I did it last turn and I want to stay consistent. She has 4 attacks. I broke them up into groups of 2. So just something to be aware of.
No, I am going to not be the center of 2 ranged attacks. Last time that happened, it was insta-death, so...
Okay, and with that, just to keep it on the record, that is all of your Fate Spheres.
It is.
5 total 6?
It attacked me 3 times in the first round.
Wow.
Okay, Medivh.
I'm going to use a Fate Sphere.
Fate Sphere used. 2, Arlen.
Okay, I'll take it.
Arlen will take the first 2 attacks. It turns towards you and begins to call out again. And from beneath the ground, skeletal hands erupt from the muck, trying to grab onto you, Arlen. The first one is an 11 to hit.
That's a miss.
The second one is a 19 on the die for a total of 28.
It got me.
And with that grasp, you take 22 necrotic damage. Second group of attacks from this creature. headed towards for Glenda.
I'm gonna use that Fate Sphere.
Fate Sphere used. Re-rolling. 5. Medivh.
Nope. I'll use a Fate Sphere.
Another Fate Sphere used. No one's taking any chances here. Hardly anyone, I should say. Dorm.
I think I'm gonna join all the smart people and say Fate Sphere.
It's raining Fate Spheres over here. Back to Arlen.
Oh, I gotta drop a Fate Sphere.
Can we throw them at her?
No, they're. You can picture it that way if you'd like. They're metaphysical objects. 6 for Windwalker.
Fate Sphere.
Anorak.
Bring it on.
With no Fate Spheres.
At this distance, she has to turn. Use some movement.
I can't do anything.
Get a bit closer. I will say that you are behind light cover for this. There's 2 attacks coming in. First one, 20 to hit.
Anorak will instantly cast on Shield, giving him a 21 AC, and that will miss.
Blocking the attack. Using a reaction
Nice.
for... And that's last turn's reaction. Sorry. Okay. Second attack. 26.
Wow.
Even with Shield, it still hits.
A total of 11 necrotic damage.
Necrotic it is.
I like that rolling. Keep it up, Dave.
Hey, I'm happy to oblige. I don't want anyone to
Absolutely.
die, believe me. You do believe me, don't you? That ends the creature's turn. It is now Anorak's turn.
Armor class.
All right. Anorak is again going to use his flying ability. He's going to fly 40 feet directly at her.
Okay.
And the instant he gets to her, wait, how many feet am I away from her?
So you said you wanted to fly 40 feet towards her?
Yeah.
So 25 gets you to here, 30 gets you engaged.
If I'm flying, do I use 5 feet of movement per 5 feet up, or how does that?
No, if you want to go up, you can go up just as much as you go out. It's non-Euclidean math in D&D movement.
So I could theoretically just fly over her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can go up the same
engage.
amount that you're going straight ahead. So if you want to be 20 feet in the air right now, that you could do that. So I'm going to say, even though you're flying, it's still difficult terrain to navigate through it. So to get to there, you'd be at 40 feet of movement.
Gotcha.
But you could also be 40 feet in the air, just to be clear.
Gotcha. Yep. And so I am going to be there, and then instant. This doesn't do me. It's just the. Okay. So yeah, I fly right towards her, and as I come in contact with her, spit in her face, and cast Misty Step, and go 30 feet away.
Ooh. Bold.
Wow.
30 feet away. What direction?
Just continue straight towards the other end of the map.
And missed a step. 30 feet. Still flying at ground level?
I'm now going to be up in the air, however high I can be.
30 feet? Sound good?
Sure. Perfect. Beautiful.
Okay, so we're going to plant you on here, and everybody just remember that Anorak is 30 feet in the air. Okay. At the end of Anorak's turn, she's going to use another legendary action. As spit was projectiled into her face. Why don't you give me a dexterity roll for the accuracy of that spit?
Dexterity roll?
Dexterity-based, like, ranged attack. I'll even give you your proficiency. So
plus 15?
15. The spit lands on her shoulder and just begins to dribble down. Alright. So with her legendary action, I'm going to roll again to see who is the victim of this. Windwalker with a 6.
Fate Sphere.
Fate Sphere used. Next one is Anorak. How fitting.
How fitting. Every chance she gets.
It's not like you called her a witch or anything.
So, using her legendary action, she turns towards you 30 feet in the air. The Lich targets... Damn it, gave it away. She targets one creature she can see within 30 feet. Which you are exactly in 30 feet. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
You got this.
A 12.
12 is not enough. So you take 2d10 necrotic damage for a total of 11.
So, I would now fall from the sky.
Falling from the sky 30 feet would normally be 3d6 falling damage. However, because of the soft ground, I'm going to reduce that damage to a total of... It doesn't matter because you're unconscious, but you do take 1 death saving throw automatically. And you are dying in the muck, Anorak. Glenda, it is your turn.
What do I need to do to try to get unrestrained?
Okay, you can make a strength saving throw.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus, that's not gonna happen. I rolled a 16 and failed. Like, it ain't gonna get much better. Okay.
But I will... I'll just say... I can't tell you those things. I thought you were asking because that's what you wanted to do.
No. Well, that is what I want to do, but I didn't know if this was like a spell that it would just like happen at the beginning of my turn, or if I need to take an action is what I was really getting at.
Okay, it's an action to try to get out of it. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
No I'll let it go this time.
I apologize. I think the only thing I can do is to attempt to take shots, but I am at disadvantage. We'll do it anyway. Why not? So, first, hand crossbow.
Disadvantage, a 10 is not enough.
Okay, cool. Bonus action with the second hand crossbow.
Okay, a 10.
Still not enough, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah. And both of those hand crossbows are now unloaded. Okay, anything else?
No, that's it.
That's it. All right, that is the end of round 2. We are at the top of round 3 for Medivh.
Are the green little spores, like if I go through that area, am I infected or is that kind of over with?
I don't know.
Darn it. Okay.
There's still
So
very
I'm
much
going-
a 10-foot cube of spores that is present.
Okay. So I'm going to try to avoid that as much as possible. So let's stick like 5 to 10 feet away from that. Let's do the 10 feet mark. And I want to go basically directly opposite of the skeleton lady.
Directly opposite skeleton lady. Okay, so you want to go 5, 10?
Further in her direction, like where I'm at right now, just keep going straight ahead.
Like this way.
Yeah, go that way and then go up.
Okay, like around this?
Yeah, right there.
So that's 5, 10, 15, 20.
One more.
25?
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
And then I am going to use my action to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay, go ahead and roll your healing. 7 hit points back.
Okay. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to, again, ready KD. He would have come with me. Fiery teleportation.
Okay.
If she comes for us.
So I think that your spirit goes immediately after you, but I think you can use your bonus action to provide it the information. So where would you like KD to be positioned around you?
Just within 5 feet of me. That's fine. That's fine right there.
Okay. And you ready action again to teleport. On initiative count 20, wiping the sweat with her skeletal, the spit with her skeletal hand, she licks it off of her hand with a grotesque tongue and just kind of tastes it, looking down at Anorak, and does this kind of a motion with her hands.
Come to me, Forest. Aid me. We must make all of our visitors sleep beneath the mud.
And for her lair action, she will summon a creature.
Good lord.
Roll to see who it'll be near. Just to keep it fair here. Oh, Anorak.
You got to be kidding me.
Anorak is so loved.
No.
I'm sorry, man.
No.
That thing is so big.
Your nap has already begun.
That is the most nat ones I've ever seen rolled in an entire game.
So that takes care of the lair action. Windwalker, it is your turn.
All right, I'm out of rage, so as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike, which increases my speed by 30. It looks like I'm about 15 feet away from her. I'd like to move up to her and strike her, or attempt to strike her, with my 2 hands on my Warhammer.
Okay, it is difficult terrain. So total of 20 feet there. Total of 20 feet.
20 feet, okay. Yeah. So that leaves me 40 feet of movement. Rolling to hit. 12 to hit. But because whether I hit or not, she takes 1d8 of force damage.
Okay, go ahead and roll your force damage.
Yeah, let me just double check that. I don't know if it's 1d8 or 1d8 plus something. 1d8, just straight 1d8. 3 points of force damage.
3 points of force damage.
Then I'm going to move 40 feet back past Anorak in that direction. So I don't know how far that'll put me, but I think into the rough terrain over there.
Okay. Yeah, you could step this way.
Yeah.
As you step away, oh no, not yet. Okay, so you're gonna step back towards Anorak?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 40 feet past Anorak.
Okay, as you begin to step out of her range, she's gonna burn her reaction.
There's that spell makes me immune to opportunity attacks.
Excellent. I said she was gonna do it.
It doesn't provoke an opportunity attack, to be specific.
Doesn't.
I love that spell.
Okay. If it doesn't provoke it, then you whip away before she can react.
So how far am I away from her now?
20 feet.
So I want to move another 20 feet. That's the extent of my movement.
Okay, so you move past Anorak?
Yeah.
To here.
Yeah, that's probably good. So that's my movement, my attack, my bonus action. I'm done.
Sounds good.
3 points. Shake and fear.
Arlen, you are up.
All right. As a bonus action, I am going to drink a potion of healing.
Very well, Arlen, bonus action, potion of healing. And for those of you at home, for my rules, drinking a potion is a bonus action.
That's nice.
9 hit points back.
And then as my action, I will take out my bow and shoot one arrow at her.
Okay, yep. Free object interaction to take out your bow. Which means you drop your rapier.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and take your shot. 13. Arrow sails past.
All right. And I believe, let me take a look at the board. I believe I'll just hang right where I'm at. No movement.
Sounds good. Dorm, you are up.
All right, how far away from her am I now?
Roughly 30 feet.
30 feet? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to move up. I'm going to move at a, go ahead and move me at an angle towards the swamp. So I'm 20 feet away from her.
5.
Towards, I'm sorry, the other direction, the swamp on the side.
Okay. 5.
Yeah.
10?
Yeah, am I 20 feet away from her now?
Yep.
I will throw my axe.
Attack
I'm going
action.
to make yes, sir.
At 20.
A 22.
Your axe thuds into her left hip. She squirms and looks down.
Thud! Take that, bitch, witch, thing. And I'm gonna roll some damage. It's really just a glancing hit.
Okay, 5 damage.
Yeah.
How much damage were you doing?
And then for my other movement, I'll move. Is there any cover or anything if I move into the edge of the marsh?
Yeah, once you get into the difficult terrain, like Anorak had, there's some light cover there.
Go ahead and put me into the first step backwards of the light cover. I'll take that.
Okay. So here, and then I'll just put you here just for...
Yes, sir. And then we're gonna have, then Bolts will move up right next to her.
Yep, Bolts moves all the way up.
And then he will attack her.
Bonus action attack.
And he will miss.
Bolts misses.
And I am, and he will, he's gonna continue his movement around, so he's closer to me, whatever his, probably that top corner as close to me as possible.
Sorry, okay, he's gonna continue his movement?
Yeah, he'll continue his movement and just put him as next to her, so he's not disengaging. Does she still has her reaction this turn, correct? Or I don't remember if she burned it or not. Have him go one square closer to me at an angle from her.
Okay.
No, where he's still adjacent to her.
Okay.
There you go, right there. And he growls, and he looks really ferocious.
Okay, so that's the end of Dorm's turn. It is now her turn. And she turns to look at all of you as you see her begin to cast. And you notice that all of the flames that were kind of like spouting up every once in a while completely disappear. And she says,
If you will not sleep, then you will burn.
As she casts Firestorm. At Windwalker?
Fate Sphere.
Wonderful. That does.
Medivh.
Question. If I have fire resistance and then I cast a spell on top of that gives fire resistance, can I double up on that resistance?
Like negate it?
Like, yeah. Or even halve my half?
My gut says no, but I'm willing.
Okay.
Resistance, from my remembrance, automatically puts you at half.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you make your saving throw, you take a quarter.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, but
if I
stacking
say cast
resistance.
absorb elements.
Yeah. Well, absorb elements just negates some of the hit points. It doesn't half it again. Oh, it does. No, it does half it.
Yeah, it gives you resistance.
Oh, so if you already have resistance to fire, and then you would cast absorb elements, I don't know if that helps you because you're already at resistance.
Okay, I see. So the spell that you're asking about, it wouldn't double up on your resistance.
Okay.
I'm being very careful with my words.
No, it takes off 1d6 and then leaves resistance for the next round.
Okay. I'm gonna take the hit anyways.
There you go. Now I hope you make your save, girl.
Turning towards Medivh. This whole area, it's 10-foot cubes, so if you guys would be gracious enough to allow me to say, it's gonna affect this area here.
Yeah.
It's 10-foot cubes that have to be touching at least one side adjacent to each other.
So like 2 by 5 or by 1 high?
Yeah, it can be, yeah. But just to
Stack 10 dice on the board.
Continue being fair, though. The roll was against Medivh. So I'm just going to fill this whole area with fire. Okay. So, Medivh, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Yes.
17 is not enough.
Oh, shit. I mean, excuse me.
You take 41 fire damage.
Okay.
20.
Is that it?
That's it.
Is that?
It's good times.
Next up is Anorak. I need you to make a death saving throw, please.
Oh, there it goes. Well, I finally get one.
Wow, look at that. A natural 20 on a death save. You are now conscious with 1 hit point, but still prone.
Bless your heart.
But I'm also about to get mutilated. Okay, great. Awesome. So, all right then. 1 hit point.
That happens at the beginning of your turn, if I'm not mistaken, with this particular roll.
Okay, so what are you saying? I still have my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. Yep.
So do I have my action, movement, and I mean, do I have
You
everything?
got
What do I have?
everything, just keep in mind that you're prone. But you have everything that you, your full turn. And 1 hit point.
Okay. Oh, well, with...
You deserved that after all the ones that you had coming your way.
Yeah.
With that, I am now gone. I misty step away again, and move 30 feet towards, away from the Skeletor into that bog. Am I still prone though?
Well, I thought it takes half your movement rate to stand up.
Yeah, so I could say you'd be on your feet, having used 15 of your movement and teleporting.
Gotcha.
Oh, crazy.
Okay, so I still have half my movement and bonus action. Is that correct?
I believe Misty is your bonus, isn't it? Misty Step's a bonus.
Oh,
action.
correct. Yep, Misty is a bonus, so I still have my action and 15 of my movement.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to fly 15 more feet into that bog.
Okay.
And for my action, I am going to point at her and tell her, and point at her and use message. In Abyssal, I will tell her to leave him alone. You want to kill the others.
Okay. You see on her skeletal face with hair covering half, she stops for a sec, but shows no sign of recognition of your words. Okay, it is now the creature that she summons turn.
Crap.
And I'm gonna roll Windwalker or Medivh. No, I have to keep doing it fair. Sorry, I keep trying to use logic, and I keep forgetting that with picking the targets, there is no logic. It is a roll. So, Medivh, this creature begins to move towards you. Five, 10, 15, 20 feet, and it will take a dash action to go into the muck and get to here, but cannot attack.
It can't attack?
No, it used the dash action. So
Okay, then I'm going to use my Wildfire Spirit's reaction of fiery teleportation. I believe he's within 5 feet of us, yeah?
he is, yeah.
Okay.
Just to make sure, you said if you get attacked, you were going to use it, or if you were attacked by the witch?
I think I could have said by the witch, to be fair.
I'll leave it up to you. I don't remember, so I want to give you the opportunity just to do...
I mean, we'll just do attacked in general then.
Okay. All right. So which direction would you like to teleport?
I'm going to move towards your right. 15 feet, yeah.
There you go.
And then he takes 1 point of damage.
1 point of fire?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, beat up on that guy.
Okay, so that is that and that. Glenda, it is your turn for the end of round 3. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try it. I don't have anything else to do, so I'm just gonna use my action to try to break free.
Okay.
So it's just a strength saving throw or a strength check?
Strength saving throw.
Okay.
Nine is not enough.
Yeah.
The vines tighten their grip on you, holding you firmly in place.
That's okay. That's what I expected. And then don't have any other bonus actions when I do that. So that's going to be it.
Okay, at the beginning of round 4, it is now Medivh's turn.
Okay, I am going to move... Okay, so can you put me directly adjacent to the dog? The metal dog, is that correct?
Yep.
Bolts.
5, 10,
bolts.
15.
Perfect. And then KD will eventually, when he takes his turn, be right behind me, kind of between me and Glenda.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's see, how far is the green monster from me where it currently stands?
15, 20 feet-ish.
Perfect. Then I am going to cast Burning Hands. Would that encompass the two of them if it's a 15-foot cone?
You're talking about both of these?
Yes. Yeah.
No, not. You'd have to pick one.
Okay, then I'm gonna pick her.
Okay.
And so she has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex save is a total of 9.
And that does not... I win that then. She gets hit.
All right, go ahead and roll your damage. Burning Hands. Total of 9 damage. Burning Hands.
And then my bonus action is again going to be readying KD, who is behind me, to do fiery teleportation.
Understood. What's the trigger?
The trigger is if anybody attacks me, or who's behind? Is that Glenda behind me?
Yeah.
Or Glenda.
Okay, understood. Is now the lair action. Again, I will roll to see who the target will be. It is a 3. Dorm.
We will. It's a layer action.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Let it happen.
Okay, letting it happen. Puffs of mushrooms within the swampy ground that you stand in release these spores in a 10-foot cube, which just misses Glenda. So I need you to make a
Constitution save.
Actually, no. It's when you begin. When you start your turn there. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So not quite yet, but I'm just gonna mark it off. It's,
Fair enough.
These squares here behind Glenda, and then the one that you're in, and the one. Okay. That's the lair action. Windwalker, it is your turn.
I am going to move. I have a movement rate of 30. I'm going to go into the swamp behind that tree.
5, 10, 15, 25. It's to here. You don't quite have enough to get behind it, but you're beside it.
Okay, that's fine. Trying to decide if I want to do a cure wounds or search or something. What does the ground there look like?
So the ground right underneath you is about like mid-thigh deep water and mud, which is what makes it the difficult terrain. It's pretty thick woods moving this way with all like dead and rotted trees. There's bits of garbage here and there. At like a casual glance with your passive perception, you see nothing of use or value.
Okay. I am going to go ahead, I think, and do a cure wounds spell.
Alright, so action.
Oh, wait. I forgot. The Zephyr spell lasts 1 minute, so my movement rate is higher.
Okay, then you'd definitely be able to get behind the tree.
Yeah.
Only,
I want to make sure on that. It's concentration up to 1 minute, yes.
Okay.
That's 10 rounds, right?
That's right, yeah.
In that case, the passive perception, I want to move further into those rocks. Just like 10 feet, so that I can take my action to investigate the rocks and then move back behind the tree.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Ten. And then I'll move back behind the tree.
Okay, I see what you did. You went the other way.
Yeah. It's good. That's it for my turn. That's movement, action. I don't have a bonus action to use.
Okay, yeah. And searching amongst those rocks, you don't find anything useful.
Okay.
Arlen, it's your turn.
All right. Could you spin the board a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Am I within 60 feet of Medivh?
It's me. 20.
Yeah. You can easily see that you're within 60 feet. Counting 5-foot diagonals, yeah.
All right. I'm going to use a bonus action to do a healing word.
Bonus action, healing word. Go ahead and roll your hit points. 6 hit points back for Medivh.
Thank you.
And then I am going to move down along that wall as far as I can go.
Back in this direction?
Yes.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And if I can get cover back there, I'm 3 foot tall. I'm going to try to get some cover back there.
Your movement is 25, I assume?
Yes.
Okay, you're not quite in there yet. You're at the edge of it.
Okay. Still have my action. I'll dash in there.
Dash? Okay.
Just another 10 feet.
All right, yeah. So you get in amongst the rocks. And I'll say that this gives you, light cover? Is that what the term is? Not 3/4 cover, but half cover? The one that gives you plus
half
2 to
cover.
AC.
Okay.
Yeah, half cover.
All right.
Dorm.
And
All right, I believe I am still 20 feet from her. Is that correct?
Yeah, but you're beginning your turn inside the spores, so I need that.
The Constitution save. That's correct. Give me some numbers. I got a 10, so I think I'm poisoned.
Yep. 10.
All right. Nothing I can do about that. 2 plus. Actually, hold on. I'm going to use a luck roll and re-roll that. So I'm going to do that. 17. Does that make it?
17 is still not enough.
All right. Well, that's pretty terrible. Am I? You know what? I don't know if that did that right. Hold on. Because I rolled a 15.
Well, that was a con.
That should be a 19 because I'm proficient there.
Yeah, so it looks like you rolled a con check rather than a con save.
Okay. So that should be a 19.
Okay, yeah. So using your 15 on the die, a 19 is enough to prevent the poison condition.
And I say, well, that seemed lucky. And I step out of the spores. And I will actually hold on before I move. I will throw my axe.
Okay.
I'm still 20 feet away from her, so I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Actually, it's 25 from where you are.
Then I will. I'm going to. Okay, I will move up one.
Okay. Yep. So you move up.
I'm gonna. One other thing before I move. My passive perception. Do I notice it's a 13? Do I notice any items in the marsh around me?
With a passive of 13, no, you don't notice anything useful around you. Just a bunch of like debris and garbage.
Okay, so I'll move up one, so I'm, maybe I'll go at an angle, if I can, so I'm towards the other side where the green items, where the green stuff is. So yeah, there you go. Just one at 20. There you go. So I'm 20 away from her, and I'm gonna attack her.
Yep, go for it.
I will throw my axe. Take that, witch! I will smite you with my silver axe, and it will smite you really hard. I did not smite very hard.
No, that I missed. That missed emphatically.
I say a lot of things. I mean them. I back up into the marsh some more. I'll back up. Just put me. So go back into the marsh another. Yeah, we'll go one more. Can I keep going at a diagonal away from her again? How far away does that put me?
Roughly 30.
30? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. And then I say, bolts! Bite her in the leg! Take out her knee! And he will do that.
Okay.
He's gonna take it out.
All right, let's have your attack roll.
As my bonus action, yes.
Yep.
We're not having a good day. So
Nobody is.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
What's that?
I haven't seen it yet. It hasn't popped up.
Oh, I got a 9 total.
You got a rock.
Definitely missed. But he's gonna stay where he's at. And that's the end of my turn.
Alright, so with that, it is now the creature's turn once again.
So one of my...
regaining her legendary actions. And for her action, she is going to attack. So first two are going to number 4, Glenda.
We start with 6 fate spheres?
That's correct.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna use one more.
Very well. These first 2 attacks are coming at Anorak.
Get on.
Anorak is over there. So the only thing that she has is a range of 60. She's going to move.
Jesus Christ!
3 feet.
All right. When she moves away from Bolt, he will do a attack against her.
Okay. Opportunity attack.
And again, it looks amazing. It looks really vicious. But I think he just grabbed onto her moldy night dress.
You tear a piece of the fabric away.
He growls a lot as he mangles a piece of her moldy night clothes, but has no real impact.
But what does have an effect is the wither attack that she does against Anorak for 24 to hit.
Ouch.
And that will most certainly hit.
For 12 damage.
Well, I am down again.
So you are prone. Again, by the rules, they're groups of 2. So she will do her ranged spell attack, which is at disadvantage since you were prone. I'll roll twice here. A 14.
Since I can't shield, and my blade song goes away once I become incapacitated, that will hit.
Okay, so with that damage, it does 15, so 1 death save.
1 failure.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's just melee strikes that do 2 because it's a critical hit. This was just a hit, so yeah, we have 1 death. All right, now her next group of 2 attacks. 6, Windwalker.
Even though I have cover?
It's still coming towards you.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay. All right. So that tree does provide 3/4 cover, so I believe it adds 5 to your AC. Oh, that's the wrong attack. Sorry, ignore that. So a 17.
With the +5, I would be at a 23.
And then a 27.
That will hit.
Which will do 13 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And that is the end of her turn. It is now Anorak's turn. I need you to make a death saving throw, please.
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
I hope it is.
No, it is an 11.
Okay, so with an 11, it hasn't popped up for me yet, but if you're seeing it as an 11, that is your second failed death saving throw. Alright, and is now the summoned creature's turn in the middle of the map. Rolling to see who it will charge after. Glenda, restrained.
I think there's a held action in case Glenda got attacked.
Sorry, I didn't hear. Did you say something, Glenda? Or?
I think there's a held action if Glenda was attacked.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it turns and begins charging forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, triggering the readied action. Where would you like to teleport to?
If Bolt wants to come as well, since he's within 5 feet, and Glenda, they both have to be willing participants, then we're going to teleport closest to these rocks to the right. Yeah.
Okay.
As close to this as we can get.
Okay.
And then would that untangle her from whatever is holding her there since I'm only taking her?
It certainly would.
Oh, thank Jesus.
And I think so with fiery teleportation, you can kind of determine where they want to go. I don't think you guys have to be clumped together the way the spell is worded. So I think it's 15 feet for the actual pet. But then where would you like Glenda to appear around?
I would say just to my right, I guess. Do you fit there?
All right. I just want to make sure. I'm just going to double check this, guys. Okay. That is the end of that thing's turn. It is now Glenda's turn. Finally free of the restraint.
I know. It's amazing. Okay. I'm so sorry. I can't see behind that tree.
Yep. So this
Thank
is
you. You are the best. Can I move through Medivh's square to be diagonal to the fire spirit?
Yes, it is difficult terrain, but so it'd take you 20 movement to get here, which is technically in this square diagonal.
Okay.
Fire spirit.
Okay, that is fine. How far away is this summoned creature?
About 20.
20? Okay, so I'm gonna stow away my offhand crossbow so I can load the other hand crossbow, and I'm gonna take a shot at the summoned creature.
Okay, go ahead and make your roll.
Let's try to use D&D roll 20, and it's not there. Okay, roll flat. 19.
Your crossbow bolt does connect with the summoned creature.
I finally get to roll damage.
All right.
8
piercing damage.
Nice job.
Excellent.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and thank you so much, Medivh. Medivh, you've really got me out of there, and I'm gonna use my bonus action for healing word.
Bonus action healing word. Okay, and that is the end of round 4.
I'm trying so hard for this to roll, and it's not doing it.
At the end of your turn, I'm seeing 3 hit points there.
Oh, did it work?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't see it, but if you guys do, that's the important thing.
Okay. At the end of your turn, with a legendary action, it can only hit bolts, so it is going to hit bolts. No, actually, that's not true. It's going to just use the attack legendary action, and I will pick the Wither attack, and it's coming towards Glenda.
Son of a biscuit. Issue is this one hit can kill me, so I can't. I'm gonna have to go down to 1 Fate Sphere.
Fate Sphere is used. Another D6 to find that target. A 5 for Medivh.
I am also going to use a Fate Sphere.
This is the most Fate Spheres I've ever seen used in an episode so far. I love it.
And I swore I wasn't going to use them.
Arlen.
Oh, there goes a Fate Sphere.
Dorm.
And this is the monster?
This is the main monster, yeah. The skeletal, long-haired.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
Okay, so Dorm's gonna let it come.
Yes, sir. How far away from it right now am I?
35 feet.
But I'm in cover still. All right, we're gonna. Yeah. You guys are about out, so I'm going to take one. We'll see what happens.
An 18 to hit.
That is a miss.
Right. Skeletal hand reaches out of the muck, and you move your foot out of the way. It does not.
Move it, and I'm like, ah.
Right, top of round 5. Medivh, it is your turn.
Medivh is going to cast Scorching Ray again towards Skeleton Lady.
Okay.
Oh, wait, did I do that right? No, hold on. This way.
First one misses. Go ahead and roll your second. That one hits.
Okay.
Good job, Medivh. Nice.
Just to verify, what's the range on Scorching Ray?
120 feet.
Okay, you're good. All right. So 12 damage. So your Scorching Ray burns through her side. Third attack.
Oh, I do one more?
Yeah, it's 3.
Okay.
14 goes wide.
Okay. And then bonus action, again, Katie's going to be ready to move me as necessary. Is there anybody else in my area?
Glenda is close to you.
Okay, so me or Glenda if either of us are attacked.
Okay. Right, at the end of your turn, she's going to make another wither attack. This one is coming at Glenda.
Nope, I've got to save this last sphere, so is what it is.
Okay, you are in light cover. Here we go. 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, no, that's gonna hit.
That's good, but teleportation's gonna move us.
To 15 feet.
Yeah, can we go towards oh gosh, we're in a little bit of a pickle here. We're gonna go towards Bolt, I guess.
Okay.
Like stay in our lanes.
Yeah, so you keep the same formation, just moving more. Okay. That is that. We are at the lair action. Coming at Windwalker.
Gonna use my last Fate Sphere.
Three is Dorm.
We'll take it. See what happens.
Very well. Rotten roots and vines erupt up out of the ground in a 20-foot radius centered on you. Does not affect anyone else. So I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Oh.
$14 is not enough, and you are currently restrained. Vines.
Am I restrained?
That is the end of the lair action. It is now Windwalker's turn.
I am going to use my other dose of Keegan's ointment, which I was looking at the price list, and it was for one dose. So the other one that I gave someone, there's no second dose there. I thought there would be. Yeah. I'm using the ointment, and it does 2d8 plus 2 healing.
Okay, go ahead and roll your
So that is nice. So it's 12 points of healing.
12 points of healing.
Yeah. Adjust that down a little bit. Heal. Okay. And I'm still behind the tree. Did you say using a potion or something like that was a bonus action?
So using a potion is a bonus action. Does the
ointment not?
Does the ointment specify? Does it say as an action?
It says as an action.
Okay.
Can be swallowed or applied.
Okay. Yeah. So it's your action.
Okay. So bonus actions. Do I have anything that's relative? Nothing I want to use. And I think I'm going to just stay where I'm at.
Okay, at the
That'll
end
be
of
the
your
end of my
turn,
turn.
the creature will use its final.
Oh, yeah, it was my action, so you can't dodge. Sorry.
Use its final legendary action of the turn to Windwalker.
Yeah, I don't have any option but to take it.
That is a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, just to be fair, with your cover, that still hits?
Oh, +5, so no, that does not hit. Sorry.
Okay. I just want to make sure, because I know we're getting down to the wire here, so...
Yeah.
Okay. And with that, it is Arlen's turn. We are here on the rocks in the corner of the map.
All right, so I am going to move back up the wall because I left my rapier laying on the ground up there. Gonna have to have my rapier. So I'm gonna start moving towards it. As I get a little closer, I'm gonna take a shot with my short bow.
Okay.
Which gives me an extra 10 feet of movement speed.
All right. You're gonna keep going up to where your rapier is?
Yes.
All right. It was right there.
And I am going to roll that attack for you.
No, a 12 does not hit.
All right. And I've got a bonus action. I think I'll just pick up my rapier as my free object interaction, and as a bonus action, I can see Windwalker, can I? From where I'm standing?
I'm gonna say, based on your angle, he's heavily obscured. The forest
Okay.
is meant to be quite thick.
Okay. Then that's it. I'm done.
And he's behind 3/4 cover, so. Alright, Dorm, you are up.
Well, how far away am I from her now?
Still 35.
I'm still gonna go ahead and... This is our last round, isn't it?
It is.
I'm gonna attack her
Okay.
before I move, or before I try to do anything else.
Okay.
Yeah, I will throw an axe at her.
Alright, so the attack is at
Disadvantage.
regardless.
Yes, sir. So I'm gonna just roll 2 dice. The first one is a 10, so it's gonna miss for sure. And then a 25, of course. And then bolts will also move up and attack her for my bonus action.
Go ahead and roll for bolts, please.
Yes.
22.
Got a 22 on her.
Does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage for bolts.
We're gonna bite her for 8 points of damage, not 11, 8. Or actually, yes, it's 8 points of damage, not 11.
Okay, thank
And he growls viciously.
Thank you, Dorm. It is now her turn. Looking around, she is going to take the attack action, giving her 4 attacks. The first 2 are coming at Windwalker.
Got no option. No reaction, no bonus action.
28 to hit on the first one.
That will hit.
And that'll be 15 necrotic damage.
Okay.
The second one is a 16 to hit.
That will miss.
The second 2 attacks are going at Glenda.
Sweet Jesus. No, I'm gonna save the Fate Sphere.
Okay.
Are we within the 5 feet of each other?
Yeah.
I think it's already been used this round.
Oh, okay.
Am I?
Yeah, I think that's how you guys got there.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
But appreciate it.
Okay, Glenda. It is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Hold on. I am gonna have bolts make that at disadvantage.
Okay. $13.
This is holy shit.
Okay. And
So there's still a whole nother round of attacks, but hey.
Not. I think there's one more.
There's one more.
Attack.
Yeah, there's one more single attack. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
okay, that's what I thought. All right, here we go. 25 to hit, Glenda.
Yeah, that's okay.
I tried, Glenda.
No. You did great.
And that is for... The dice would
See
move out of the way.
there. Maybe you made it.
25...
Holy shit.
Nope. 14. 14 necrotic damage.
Oh god, you scared me. Okay. 14 is doable.
Okay. Alright, that's all the attacks on her turn. We are at Anorak. I need you to make a death saving throw. This is the big one.
There it is. Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
Come on, man.
And it is a 5.
5 is a fail. And unfortunately, that spells the end for Anorak. Well, guys, that mistake was too big to ignore. I know that a 10 or higher is a successful death saving throw. I think that I must have been thinking about this creature's DC of 19 for all of its effects and the saving throws that you need to make against them. But you can imagine that having a fail that no one caught against Brad's character Anorak left him in a pretty delicate position, and spoiler alert, it didn't end well for Anorak. So after reviewing the footage, I realized that this mistake, 100% my fault, not Brad's at all. And I just couldn't live with him being removed from the show and not being given a fair shot. Hopefully by now you guys know I want everybody to have a fair chance at winning and surviving an episode. And I took that away from Brad, obviously not with any ill intent, but nonetheless, it was a mistake and a pretty big one. So I invited Brad back for 6.2, and I talked to all of the contestants in episode 6, and I gave them the choice to either start at the exact moment where this mistake is made, right now where we are in the video, or everyone could return to the Fate's Hand Tavern, have a short rest, and then everyone would go in to escape the room. That's ultimately the decision that was made, and that's where 6.2 will begin. I still thought it'd be fun for you guys to see the rest of Hunter and Hunted and how it all played out, as there was some pretty neat moments in it. So the rest of the footage is not canon, but I hope you enjoy it nonetheless. And now that 6.2 is already finished, it was quite the episode, and I look forward to releasing that one for you guys as well. So hopefully you understand my point of view here. Just want to make sure that Brad had a fair shot. He was very reluctant to come back. It took quite a bit of convincing, and I'm glad that he did. It was really eating at me, and I think that this is the best way forward for the to maintain the integrity of the show. So thanks very much, everybody. We'll see you soon. And with that, portals appear beside the other 5 of you.
Run away!
Though it is the Shambling Mound's turn first. It's the Shambling Mound's turn, just so you know what was summoned. And it is going to go after Dorm, who is restrained.
Okay, he can make it to me.
Yeah. And so he will attack. Multi-attack. 2 slams with advantage.
Alright,
First one is a 20 to hit, not natural.
I'm gonna use my reaction to cast shield, so that will turn your 20 into a miss.
Okay. Second attack.
And I will...
At advantage.
That will hit me.
Natural 20.
Nothing I can do about... Oh, you know what? Hold on. I will use my luck roll to turn your 20 into a reroll.
Okay. Rerolling it now.
Oh my
Another
god.
natural 20.
Jeez.
What? Don't know if there's anything I can do about that, but take it.
Well, the shield is still in effect, right? So what did that bring your...
Shield is... It puts me at 26.
Okay, but on attack roll...
Or, no, I'm sorry, not 26. You still hit me.
Yeah, natural 20 still hits on the attack roll. Okay, so rolling...
So your second hit is definitely hitting me.
Alright, so this is going to be 4d8 plus 4.
Alright. Hopefully I make it.
Ones.
30.
Oh my god! Is it 30 total or?
Yeah, total.
That is exactly how many hit points I have.
Okay, so you are also...
So does that mean I still go out the portal, or?
We'll have to wait and see. Right now you're unconscious.
All right, I'm unconscious. That was great roll. Is there any other thing I can do at luck? I can't change damage rolls. I don't know if I can make you re-roll a re-roll, or I would. It's up to you. I don't know.
I think you can only use it once per roll. That being said, that's
I can look at luck. I'll just check.
Sure, you go ahead.
If I can, I will do it the 20 again.
That is the end of the Shambling Mound's turn.
Fair enough.
Glenda, it is your turn with the portal open beside you.
Wow.
No, I have to do it. The goodness of my heart is making me do this. I'm gonna yell, "Good luck, friend," and I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Dorm at first level.
Okay. Range Healing Word is 30 or 60?
60.
Okay. Yep, no problem there. You cast Healing Word. Go ahead and roll your
I'm trying. It's pissing me off again.
Respect.
Did it work? Yes.
Okay, bonus action Healing Word.
And then I'm going through the portal.
Glenda disappears off of the board. Top of the round, Medivh.
KD and I are gonna leave through the portal.
Wow.
Lair action.
Shit.
At Windwalker.
Yeah, I have nothing.
Vines shoot up all around you, Windwalker. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
$22.
You are not caught by the vines. You rip yourself away with the portal right beside you, and it is now your turn.
I'm ducking through the portal.
Windwalker is gone. Arlen.
Stepping through the portal.
Arlen is gone. Dorm.
Okay. How many hit points did I recover?
6.
What's that?
6.
6, okay. Things are terrible, so I am going to just touch the portal, do whatever I can do and get out of there.
So unfortunately you are restrained.
I am, yes.
So
that's
restrained. I believe your speed is 0.
okay. I know in the other adventures people have gone through when they were unconscious, so
they have, but they were
so
not
however you want to
restrained.
apply it, let me know, or I can roll. What would you like me to do?
You are currently restrained, so if you want to try to break free, you have to do a strength saving throw.
All right, I'll roll it. No.
It is a fail.
I will. I'll use another luck roll and re-roll.
Okay. That's the second
I don't
luck roll,
foresee
I
it happening.
believe.
Yeah. No. Bolts will let's see. I'm the only one left here, is that correct?
Yes.
Bolts is going to go out with fire and he will attack her.
Okay.
We will see. He's all, die evil witch, and we'll see what happens. Oh!
8 does not
It was so close.
hit.
No, it was a 17 for a second. All right, that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
And if I can reach the portal, if I can just touch it, that's what I would like to do.
Yep. I'm just thinking for a sec here about the rules. The
Gotcha.
game ending condition has been met. Someone has died. Portals are open. I would say that you get pulled through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, guys. And with that, Anorak, I am sorry, Brad. It was a hell of a lot of attacks coming your way. That natural 20 on the first round of death saving throws was amazing.
Thought that was the coup de grace there, but no, it didn't help.
Yeah. So unfortunately, you have been eliminated from Crucible of Fate, at least for this season.
It was fun. It was more anticipation than anything else, but it was fun.
And with that, guys, we're going to end the game here. We'll pick up next time, returning to the Fate's Hand Tavern for our second round of intermission actions. All right, thanks for sticking with us, everybody, and we'll see you in part 2 of the episode. Thank you.
Well played, everybody.
Thanks, guys.